EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
14.
Now Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got it. once again.
Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
This will complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Here's Wilson to throw.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Wilson.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
Touchdown, Broncos. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. The Raiders at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You can look at this Bronco defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 16. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
To throw is Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. It's Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Darnold. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ready? Yo, lady. Yo, lady.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Lady. Yo, lady. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Yo, lady. Ready.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Pressure coming, and this looks like a short kick. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
Down to about the 37.
The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton. 75 yards.
And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
From the 41, here's a second down and 6. Yeah, Darnold's going to change the play. Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They will run out of the gun for Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Red 80. Red 80. Red 80.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 10.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get... sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
14, buddy.
They go play action now. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Shifts by him and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Raiders 31, Broncos 24. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. 173 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here.
There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
Hey, 0-0-0. 14, got it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. It's complete to Williams. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long. and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Darnold.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Darnold. Randy Gregory able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here's 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Judy.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's 2nd down.
Clear.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now.
Again, it's Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Wilson to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Here's 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a 2nd player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Hey, alert! Hey, guys, listen. Clean.
Now Wilson. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Raiders 38. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This is 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Able to connect with Jacobs.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Here's 1st down. Darnold.
That escapes the sack. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.